Hello, dear friends. So, many people who have developed WordPress website are getting this problem that their WordPress website is not loading. Actually, it has happened with me multiple times. I can say more than 50 times. So, I have been using WordPress website for 7 years. So, I have a kind of good experience. And actually, there is nothing much about experience. It's a very simple thing. You don't have many options. See, if you have, if you are really sure that plugin or like a specific plugin, agar, if you have activated a specific plugin and then your website is not uploading, just to deactivate that plugin, your website will start working automatically. First. Second, you can restore your backup from the time when it was working fine. So other like if your website has backup system and if you have set it up, then you can restore from the point when your website was working fine and it will start working fine. There is no issue with that. Now the thing is that you are not sure about plugin, which plugin is creating the issue. So deactivate all plugins. Don't worry, I will take you through all the steps. Don't worry about that. Deactivate all the plugins and activate one by one and wait for at least 10 minutes after activating one plugin. You know what happens when you activate a plugin, it takes some time to get involved with the system because there is something called cache. Website cache is there and global cache is there. So many things are involved. So when you activate a plugin, wait for 10 minutes, then see, or you can, you know what, you can clear the cache. You have option in your WP admin, you have option in your hosting, and if you don't have option, I would say wait for 10 minutes, or you can contact your hosting provider to clear the cache. But there should be something. I'm sure about that. Now the question is, okay. Before that question, you can change your theme. You can change your theme, but when your WordPress is not loading, it is very difficult. So it's not a very realistic option. Very realistic option. It is not. It is not. It is not very realistic. So now the question is how deactivate plugins. The question is major plugin. When your website is not loading and you want to deactivate your plugins, the question is how to deactivate your plugins. So the first step is FileZilla. The easiest. How to do that? So window, file, so something is wrong with my system. I have to wait for some time. Window FileZilla नहीं है तो okay, I got it, man. FileZilla open. Now I have to go to my hosting on GoDaddy because I have been using GoDaddy for long. I just joined a mentorship program where I got to know that GoDaddy is wrong. GoDaddy is providing bad service, but I know that they have been providing very bad service for 2 years. But yes, because I have become expert managing bad service, so I can kind of manage the things. So here is the FileZilla, I think not opened. Window D, and let me open FileZilla. I think it takes time. Some time it takes, but FileZilla. Okay. So FileZilla is open now. I can go to my hosting details. In order to open FileZilla, you need some details. Let me show you. It was very difficult for me in starting. I've been doing it for like 7 years. Then only I know a few things. So in order to access your website in FileZilla, you need these details. This SFTP, File Transfer Protocol, SFTP. So this is view. So here you have port. So port you have to put 22, and username you can copy here, and password. Sorry, password here. But in host name, you don't have to use your website. That is a problem. Don't use that. I got to know it recently. You have to put your IP address in host. Okay, guys, that is something you need to understand. In host, you have to put IP address, username, then password, then yay. Then you know what? Here you can site manager. You can use site manager. That is actually uh very what new site. So new site is JustBaazaar, and here I can put the protocol. Then I can go. Actually, site manager is good. You don't have to enter the details again and again. That is the reason I'm taking more time explaining this site manager. So you can do what? You can actually site manager connect, save passwords. Yeah, okay. So your website is getting connected here. Some error is there. Let me check site manager. This is- So I think I have to use SFTP here. Why? Because this is SFTP. My hosting provider is providing me SFTP. So I have to use SFTP here. I don't think if I have to make any changes, any other changes, that's all. Now we connect. It is asking like, do you trust this all that? You can say, okay. So website is now connected. What you have to do now, you have to go to WP content in this right side box here. Here you have to do. Don't go here. Maybe in any other class, in any other session, I will discuss this. So here you have plugins. So you don't have to go inside. Let's come out. How to come out? Again, here in top window, you click WP content in plugins. You just click right click. You have to right click and rename, and you just to put anything here like D. I have put D, enter. So what I have done, I have changed the folder name of plugins. So if I go to plugins, that's a very big problem for me. I have deactivated my plugins, so it's a kind of hard work for me. So there has been a critical error on this website. Please check your site admin email inbox. So actually, I have suddenly deactivated my plugins. That's the reason. That's the reason critical error has happened on my website. So it will take at least now uh, 10 to 15 minutes. Uh, so let me undo that step for a while. Then I will discuss something else that has been gone blunder, man. That's a big mistake. It did not happen earlier. So it happens when you play with plugins, the website goes down and up for some time. So don't worry about that. Don't worry. Believe me, don't worry about that. So it will take some time. No, it will take some time. And how much time it is going to take? When you are watching this video, you can fast forward your video. That's not an issue. But I'm going to wait because I have to wait because I have messed up the things. So now the website is opening after 2 minutes. Let's see if I can access my plugin folder. And meanwhile, I have something from GoDaddy. If I can access that, the website is loading. That's fine. Now I have to re-enter because it must be creating cache somewhere. Okay, so take some time when you make big changes in your website. So deleting all the plugins, there are, I don't know, maybe more than 10 plugins. So kind of big change for a website like mine because many people are accessing my website across the geographies and suddenly I have deleted the plugin. That's a big mistake actually. For that also, I will show you one solution. Believe me, I will show you right now in this video. I will show you one solution that how to play around with your website. I have option in my hosting. So the website is not opening. WhatsApp is not opening. But this video is very useful. Believe me, don't leave it now. So you can fast forward, don't worry. So the website is loading fine. You know what? What I did? I actually put D in the plugins name folder. So हेलो क्या हटा दें और हटाने की क्या जरूरत है हम नहीं भरेंगे उस फील्ड को अरे जबरदस्ती तो उसकी जरूरत ही नहीं है यार भरेंगे ही नहीं अंडरस्टूड है चलो मैं हटा दूँ ओके so guys my plugins are intact they are not actually activated deactivated so I will share one other way with you don't worry so how to deactivate plugins from database don't worry about that so header footer I already deleted no use okay so here in hosting my hosting is kind of different your hosting may be different but database would be there so what you have to do you have to access your database and in database you have this url php myadmin url you can access that and go to this url and you have to put your username and password there you have to put your username and password there sometimes things take time so have patience please so copy here this and I have these steps here log into cPanel account php admin wp options and go to active plugins so Google has everything but we are scared to do research and all that when we see somebody else doing the thing we get kind of confidence so I'm sharing with you so this one is the my website database and here I have to go to wp options wp option okay let me okay so I think I have opened the wrong window I have opened the wrong window so php admin select the database select the table name wp options so maybe here maybe this one wp option here you go wp options click here wp options and what to do and let me take this window away from this go to active plugin change the option where you do so we have to go to wow this is kind of confusing even for me I have done it already and go to active plugins active It was here somewhere. Browse. Let me browse. Browse ke inside you can get inside browse you can get page number 2, page number active plugins. We have got it, man. It's a big achievement. Okay. So change the option value to a for disabling the ऑप्शन वैल्यू की जगह पर ये हमें रखना है. इस वेरी इजी. ये कॉपी कर लिया हमने और यहाँ पर हमें ऑप्शन वैल्यू की जगह पर एक्टिव प्लगइन्स के सामने ये जो ऑप्शन की वैल्यू है इस पर हमें ये रखना है. So here we have to edit, click on pencil. So this is kind of details of all the plugins here. You can see here. So I'm not doing this. I'm just showing you. Just do it like this, and you have to click on go. So when you click on go, all the plugins get deactivated. Then wait for 10 to 15 minutes. Your website will start loading properly. But I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because I have just experienced a blunder with my website. So as of now, I will not do it. Okay. So that's a database. You have to go to WP options. Then you have to go to browse. Then you have to go to page number. Like you have to find here active plugins. If you can find active plugins on the first page, fine. You can go to page 2 or other pages. That's not an issue. So I have got here active plugins. Then you have to click on pencil. Pencil means edit and pencil. Then here you have to put that value which we have found here. This. Okay. That's very interesting. Okay, and then click on go. All plugins will be deactivated and awesome. That's so. This is how it is done. FileZilla also now come back to FileZilla. So the one option is like you can change the folder name, but that is creating issue. So don't do that. What you can do, go inside plugins. Okay, go inside plugins. You can do one thing. You can delete the whole folder of plugins. You can do that. But you know what? Plugins will be deleted from your hosting. But when we are deactivating plugins from database, the plugins are only getting deactivated. Okay. So now it's kind of confusing, but don't worry. Database is clear, right? How to deactivate plugins. Okay. Now, how to deactivate plugins from FileZilla. So, okay, let me tell you once again. Even I'm not so very experienced. Go to WP content. Go to WP content, and you have here plugins folder. Here, what you have to do, you have to rename this plugin Akismet. So let me show you first what is the condition of this plugin on my website currently. So here you can see plugins. I'm refreshing the website, WP admin area and plugins. So the Akismat, what kind of name it is? It's very tough. So Akismet plugin is kind of it's active right now. Okay, so I'm going to FileZilla. Now I'm going to play around again. So I have to put here D, again enter. So the folder name is now changed. Now see what happens. So I have to refresh this. Yeah, see. So it is deactivated now. Okay, thank you very much for me that I did it correctly now. So what you have to do, you have to go to like WP content, then plugins, enter the folder, then rename the plugin name. So for example, I change this. So I have to rename it again. I have to remove the D. Now there is a trick. It will not get activated itself. We can deactivate plugins from FileZilla, but we cannot activate. Let me refresh. I have to activate it again manually from WPL. That's the trick. Okay, so keep in mind, see, it is not still activated, so I have to activate it because I am not ready to take action against the comments manually. That's I'm not going to do. So that's all done. Or now you know how to deactivate plugins from WP admin. That's very easy. Now you know how to deactivate plugins from FileZilla. Now you know how to deactivate plugins from database. So I hope you know How to do that? If your website is still not loading or kind of facing some issues, and if you have access to this WP admin screen, appearance, go to themes and change your theme to the original WordPress theme. To the original WordPress theme. So any like 2019, 2021, 2020. Okay. So I'm using Listify theme because JustBaazaar is kind of business directory. I started it as a business directory, but believe me, I'm not very happy with my website. That is something I can discuss in any other video. That's all. I hope you are able to deactivate your plugins now. Activate plugins one by one. Wait for 10 minutes. Clear the cache. Then check website is loading or not. If everything is working fine, okay. If not working, please leave comment on this video or contact me. I will help you. Don't worry about that. Thanks for watching. Have a nice time. So I have to stop the recording now.